Hey, what's up, Squatch Ranger YouTube channel? Got a special treat for you. Got Brian with the Red Dirt Cryptids Investigations. He has a YouTube channel. He's going to be, I'm pretty sure, broadcasting the same thing, so you're going to get a double dose. But we're at Honubby. We're doing an investigation. We're doing a weekend expedition, and tonight was night one. We went down into the bottoms behind our cabin. And what'd you think of your first night? What happened?
Well, you know, I brought my FLIR, and we got to hear some strange sounds, and you know, there was some unusual activity as far as, you know, audibly, but you know, that stuff's not super exciting unless it's super loud. And after that, you know, we were getting out the FLIR and we were kind of looking around, and I kept seeing things hiding behind the trees, but I didn't get any really good visuals on it. And every time we tried to approach it, whatever it was went back further back into the woods, and it would cover more territory than we could, for sure. But you could see whatever it was that was back there moving. And but anyway, then there was the trip back out, and the trip back out.
That was the highlight of the night.
Yeah.
By the way, it started out in the probably the 40s, mid 40s. It was actually nice. Everybody was pretty comfortable walking down there.
I wasn't even wearing this.
The temperature started dropping after a couple hours, and it started getting cold. We started getting closer to the fire, so it's cold. Anyway, on our way out, we were the last two to walk out. Everybody else left on four-wheelers.
Yep.
Two other guests of the expedition, they walked before us. They went out before us. I guess they're a couple hundred yards in front of us.
Yeah.
But we got the best excitement, the best activity of the night.
The best heart palpitations.
So we're the last ones walking out of the base camp. We're walking down the trail. I would say we didn't even get 50 yards, and we both had our headlamps on. We're just walking down the trail talking. We're talking about how to set up cameras for maybe tomorrow, set up the FLIR, and then what happened?
Well, I would say, what would you say, about 15 feet to our left?
Yeah, to our left, yes.
Apparently, and we didn't know this prior, but apparently there's some kind of water slough that runs through the deep trees, and it's super thick. Whatever it was right on the other side, and it was walking through the water, and it was not even trying to... it wasn't even
hide itself.
No, it was almost like it wanted us to hear. It's almost like it knew we wouldn't be able to see it because of all that thick brush.
Yeah,
and
it was
right
splashing.
there.
I mean, we heard definite splashing going on, and I had no idea there was water there. I've been here several times. I had no idea there was water right there in that area, but apparently there is, and it's always there. And we heard the splashing, and then we stopped, and we're like in shock, and we're like, we shined our headlamps in that direction, in that area, didn't see anything.
Nothing.
And it's, whatever it was, stopped. And so we're like, okay. And so we started walking again, and then
it started walking again, and it was loud. I mean, whatever it was definitely not a little deer or something walking through the water. It was big. I mean, whatever, it was pretty intimidating sounding coming. And then we stopped again, and it actually, I think it took like 2 extra steps, because we got to hear it really good, and then it stopped again. And then as we finally took off, and at that point we were like, well, if it gets us, it gets us.
Yeah, I was definitely walking faster out of there. It got my attention. I got our attention. I think it did what it wanted to do. So.
Oh yeah.
Very cool activity. Didn't see anything, but the experience was great.
I didn't hear any breathing.
No breathing.
No nothing.
Just the splashing.
Really
heavy
loud.
splashing.
And you know, and I'm not an expert on bipedal water walking, you know, noises, but it definitely sounded like whatever it was on 2 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was kind of hard to tell because it was making so much noise. I mean, it was a lot of racket. But anyway.
So the theory is whatever it was escorting us out because we were the last attendees of the expedition leaving for the night. And so anyway, more maybe tomorrow.
Hope so.